Grab your cup. If you're working on breaking patterns in your life, any area of your life, could be patterns in relationships where you keep finding yourself in toxic relationships or relationships that don't work for you, or it could be patterns around your self-care, prioritizing yourself. It could be patterns in your work ethic and how hard you work and feeling overwhelmed all the time. Whatever are the patterns that you want to break, this is a really important piece that I don't think people really realize, and that is what drives your choices, and your choices over and over are what determine your patterns, right? It becomes a pattern because you keep finding yourself in the same place, meaning the same kind of choice. What drives those comes from your subconscious, not your conscious mind. So your conscious mind is 5% of what you think about every day is conscious, meaning what am I going to eat for dinner? How am I going to answer this email? Am I going to take this job? Is this a relationship? Like, what am I doing in the relationship? That's conscious. 95% of what's behind your choices is not conscious, but subconscious. It's the beliefs that you have that actually are stronger than your conscious thoughts. 100% of the time, your subconscious is going to win out because it's very strongly forged in your beliefs. And here's how I think of it, because it makes it easier. It's the truth, and it makes it easier to remember. Subconscious, meaning below, your subconscious is in your body. Your body is your subconscious mind. And the physiology of that is we have certain nerves that go from the brain to the body in the nervous system, the physiology of how the nervous system is made. There's certain nerves that go from the brain to the body. And then there's certain nerves that go from the body to the brain. They're one-way roads, right? It's like one-way highway. The nerves that go from the brain to the body, there's 20% of your nervous system is that. 80% of your nervous system are nerves from your body to your brain. 80%, because in the body is stored your experiences, your memories, and your emotions, especially the strong emotions that went with certain experiences that never got processed out. They live in the body. And if you don't address those, if you don't address the information that the body is giving the brain, you will not break your patterns. So if you are always struggling with anxiety, if you don't trust people, if you always work super hard to the point of exhaustion, if you stay in a relationship that isn't working, or you keep finding another version of that with different people, the choices of that are being driven from what you have stored in your subconscious. Sub is below. So even though you might think something, how you feel and the experiences of your past, your subconscious is like a filing cabinet. Like if you could pull open a filing cabinet drawer and go through all the files of your life, that's what's stored in your body. That's why things give us pain. Things cause digestive issues. Things meaning experiences, right? Because and stuck emotions, because when we don't process them out, they stay in our subconscious, they stay in the body. And with enough of that over time, it disrupts how your body can work, the actual normal function of health that your body is designed for. We are much more our emotions than our thoughts. But in our culture, we're really taught the opposite. So I don't know about you, but I always believed that if I could understand it, if I could read and learn and intellectualize something and understand the concept, I could change my life. I could change a pattern if I understood it. And absolutely, the rewiring of how we think is critical, no doubt. But if you don't address what's actually in the body, then all of the rewiring will only go so far. All of that intellectual work, all of the reading something, learning something, let me take a seminar, let me read more about this, let me practice every day affirmations and how I think. If you don't address what's in your body, where 80% of the information of your life, your experiences and your emotions are stored, where your beliefs are held because of those experiences, we create beliefs. like I'm supposed to work this hard in a relationship, or I'm supposed to put myself last. That becomes a belief over experiences that we've had or that we've seen that got stored. So the physiology, the physical health experiences that we have, and our beliefs about our life are all stored in our body. They will 100% win out over your conscious thoughts until you address both parts of you. So we call the body soma. Soma is another word for body, and somatic work, doing the somatic work, is critical. And that's something I just really wanted you to understand, because whatever you're doing in your life, if you work with me, we do somatic work. I make sure my clients have access to a lot of different resources, that we talk about that we do some somatic work together. But if you're doing things on your own, wherever you might come across this video, make sure that you check into what somatic work do I need to be doing, what works for my body in helping me release those emotions and those experiences so that I can break the patterns. Because understanding why you do what you do will not change your patterns until you actually release from your body and shift out the drivenness of your subconscious, right? If you can change those beliefs and if you can release those emotions, now you have the winning formula to create the outcomes that you want, okay? If you don't know how to do that and you want to talk about how I do it with my clients, put talk in the comments and I'll make sure that we connect and have a conversation with you. It's a free conversation. Okay, have a great day.